My friends, stop breaking. Let's move to the presentation by Helper Squad. And your opponents is Stali, Stash, and Brace in this order. If you will feel free to share a screen. You will start with a short overview of your product because this is the first time this is the first presentation in this team. This is the list of your opponents.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello everyone. We would like to talk about our company, which is called Helper Squad. So, Helper Squad is an online team of personal assistants for active people who need to delegate tasks. 24/7 service that works without vacations and weekends. Um, we are the team that can solve multiple um, tasks from multiple spheres, and the main principles of our work is fast, reliable, and high quality task solutions. Our team is working with the clients through Telegram chatbots, and now we would like to tell you about value proposition. The main sense of our company is the following. In everyday life, we often need to solve tasks that require searching for information on the internet, calling different places, which is an additional waste of time for already busy people. Our service will do this work instead of the clients, and the clients will receive solutions without wasting their time. And you can see some examples of the tasks which we can solve. For example, connected with accommodation and leisure tasks, we can choose a restaurant or museum to attend. We can book a restaurant and buy tickets to theaters and so on. Choose transfers, buy return tickets, find the specialized medicine, clothes, and other products in the internet, making a digest of events every week. And we can solve business tasks. For example, schedule a meeting, draw and edit a presentation, order gift for employees, call clients of our clients' companies, find an installation team for the office work, compile a comparison table for counterparties. Our clients are business people 24 plus years old or family people who work, have kids, and other duties. The main pain of our clients is the lack of time, and our company can help them to solve their problems fast. Next slide, please. You can see what Егор, назад. Can you return the slide? Yes. Speaking more about our clients, I already said that they are business people who are very busy at their work. As we know in statistics, uh, people who are having their own business work 5 times more in a week than people who are working in offices. And we are interested in people who are from 24 years old to 15 years old, because it's really easy for them to use like apps they use in Telegram, and they have a lot of like things which they're interested in out of work time. For example, they have little kids, they have a lot of friends, they want to attend like some places and spend their free time not working. We're interested in both men and women, and we're interested in people who have income from 60,000 rubles per month, because our monthly subscription is 5,000 rubles. And we are interested in modern, busy people who lack free time, as I already said. And it's important to say that they have to be modern, because using this kind of help like from Helper Squad, is really for open-minded people who can really delegate their own tasks to some other people to solve.
Talking about key parts of our company, let's begin with key activities. The first key activity is creating a chatbot where will the communication with clients occurred. Next activity is completing their tasks and solving their problems. And the third point is connected with the first, and it's providing the convenient connection between clients and people who are ready to solve their problems and can help them with their tasks. Our key resources, first of all, of course, human resources, it's assistants, and also some co-executors, people who specialize in some particular professional area and can help our assistants to perform the tasks for clients in some hard cases. Also support team, programmers, etc. Of course, we have intellectual resources, it's our platform. Of course, material resources like computers with internet connection, mobile phones, and etc. Also financial resources, it's capital. Talking about key partners, first of all, we think that our main partners are self-employed people who are ready to solve customer problems, because sometimes clients need to solve tasks that are beyond the skills of our assistants. And in these cases, some self-employed people can help to their assistants. And also, we think that it's possible to partner with some hotels where businessmen stay, since there are our target audience, and hotels can recommend our services and get some commission from every client who came from their recommendation. That's all.
Yegor, can you please return to the slide with the value proposition?
Yes,
quantitative?
yes.
We forget to say about it. So what are the differences from our competitors? The main difference is that we help a large number of customers by quickly solving their problems. Our advantage, pricing efficiency. Our monthly subscription to the service is 5,000 rubles. The client can set an unlimited number of tasks. This is on average 10 times less than the salary of a personal assistant. And we have high productivity due to large staff that works 24/7. There are always people who work at night, for example, and we are working without weekends and vacations. The tasks of the clients are not solved gradually, but simultaneously. And it's important to say that we have great customer experience because we are a very customer-oriented service, which is really easy and convenient to use. For example, you're writing your task in the chatbot, and like in 5 minutes, some of our assistants will start to solve your task. And if it's needed, we will ask your questions that will have to solve the task. We will make several variants of the task in order to give you the best, and it's really like easy for clients to use it.
That's it. We are ready to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you. Sarastaj, you are the first.
Thank you for your presentation. We have some questions. And the first question is about your key resources. Where and how will you select your main force assistants? And maybe you can give us some examples of requirements for them.
So we're interested in, for example, students or like some other young people who are not working somewhere else. For example, they don't have an opportunity to work in office, but they are ready to work online because our team is 100% online team, and we are looking for those who are modern and open-minded too, because the main their main task is to work fast. They have to fastly search information in the internet. They have to be very brave because they have to call some kinds of places, for example, governmental and so on. And before starting the work, before the assistant is in our team, he has to perform basic tasks. For example, some tasks in Microsoft Office, some tasks where he have to find where to go with special requirements. For example, I want to go to the restaurant with the European cuisine, and it has to be around 100 rubles per person, and he has to find some restaurants in the city, and undergoes an internship during which he takes courses in basic skills. Basic skills are again working with Microsoft Office, finding information fast, making some presentations, edit photos, videos, and some other skills. He will be supervised by a senior worker, and tasks are regulated with templates which are made by senior workers. In this case, we will be sure that all workers do know how to solve tasks in the best way.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is about competitors. In your presentation, you have noted the distinguished features from competitors of your idea. And can you give some examples of competitors in the market that are focused on the same audience nowadays?
Yes, of course. For example, a company which is called Want, they are using chatbot too, but the main problem of this company, for example, they are working only from 10 o'clock to 10 p.m. So they are not working at night, and if a person have very, very serious task and this task has deadline, they have nothing to do with it. And there are some more companies, for example, Delegator 24. They are all also working with chatbot, but the problem is a very, very small team, and they do not have monthly subscription, only for the each task. So it really costs a lot for the client to use. And there are some other competitors, but the main problem is that it costs a lot. Clients can't make unlimited tasks, and they are not working all day. So in this case, we are winning by solving tasks very fast, and by having this monthly subscription which allowed clients to have unlimited amount of tasks sent to us.
Okay, I understand you. Thank you. And our final question is, how does your service act when the deadline for solving problems is overdue or the quality does not satisfy the client?
So we really want to make sure that all tasks are solved in time, but if there is a situation that we are not prepared for giving a result, we have to give some промежуточные results for each task. So it's not we receive a task and we will give some result only in the very end. We are constantly communicating with our clients and saying that we're somewhere here, we have some trouble, some problems, and we are sorry. And if it's some kind of very serious tasks which has strong deadline and we are not prepared to give the answer, we will have to make a discount for the next month for this client, or even like give a free subscription, because it's our principle. We are working always in time. So being late for deadlines is the main mistake. And in this case, we make everything to make our clients stay in our service. And for example, like this free subscription for the following month.
Okay, thank you for your answers and presentation. It was interesting.
Thank you.
So we could start as team breathe.
Yeah, why not?
So the first question, you said that one of your competitor or your main advantage in comparing with your competitors is that you work 24 hours per day. So how you supposed to implement this feature if, as I know, there is some limitation and restrictions for night works in our federal laws and our labor laws, and also if you will like work with workers in different time zones, there would be like a lot of time overlaps and different problems with time connections and all this works with money spending on the like agreement for working in this time and work with information from different time zones. So isn't it too complicated to achieve, or you have some solution for this system?
Actually, we have a solution. In fact, you have already said about different time zone, and it's the greatest feature for our service because we are 100% online team, and in this case, we can have like people from different, even different countries, different cities. And if you know, in Russian Federation, we have like Moscow, where it will be 12 a.m. and we have Vladivostok, where it will be 8 p.m. So in this case, when we are making our assistant team, we will always find people which can make like work 24/7. Of course, I understand that you have mentioned that in official way it's not very good because Russian Federation have some restrictions, but we will try to do our best to always make sure that some people are working. And of course, as we all understand, at night there are much less tasks than during the day. So if we're having, for example, the team of 13 people and only 2 of them are working at night, it's totally okay because there are not a lot of tasks. And of course, the main result should be prepared during the day. But actually, it's very good comment, and we have to think how to make it 100% official because we want to work officially. So thank you. We will think about it.
And another question, it's about your payment system. You've mentioned that you will introduce the subscription system, but how it will work with connection of Telegram chatbot that don't have any individual, so you don't have any individual payment system app or other working system that will verify the payment and subscription from specific user. So how it will work in your understanding?
We are really happy to live in modern life. There is like this opportunity to pay individually, even through Telegram. In this case, every month when the person have to continue his or her subscription, he will get the link which goes to Сбербанк. In this case, that we are as a company, we're юридическое лицо, and our client is физическое лицо. And this like easy transaction, it's totally okay. We have search information about it. So we are like a company, and our clients individually receive a link to pay. And I didn't mention it before, but our chatbot is not like chatbot with a lot of people. Every person has his individual like page where only he and our assistants. So in this case, we will prepare all documents, connect to banks to make sure that everything works okay. And personally, I have worked in some kind of similar team, and there was no problem with payments.
So
Okay.
the third question, please introduce.
Yes. Our third question. As I understand, you have a company that is a kind of prototype of you, but your company is better in view of money and so on and quality. And you said that your company can how to say? 1 second. Can provide services, and the service this person do not necessarily to have a personal assistant, but in my opinion that personal assistant is more close to his boss and knows his preferences and know how to do this task that it will be most accurately and so on. And how do you provide high quality and low price to provide these services in that way that that is needed for this person? Because as I understand, your app will be based on chatbot, and there are different peoples for different tasks, and for a person who wants to get your services, it is necessary to every time create a new task, and this task should be written as appropriate as possible to get the result that this person wants.
Okay, thank you for your question. The idea is that, of course, the personal assistant it will be can be more effective and convenient, but it's also more expensive, and the the services that we provide and the tasks are not so hard. So, for example, booking a restaurant or hotel or book a calendar, it's not hard tasks which needs to professional assistant, we think. So
my question is not about hardness of task, but about close relationship between assistant and his boss, and about preferences that the boss has. For example, he likes Italian cuisine, and to get services from your company to perform this task.
I think I understood your question.
And
I think,
may I add a little bit that it involves constant involvement and the system of like notifying and upgrades and updates. So like if somewhere you have move of the data of the time, you should involve a person in constant conversation and agreement, your client, so they not saving the time sometimes. If your assistant don't have full access to their schedule, to their calendar, to their deals, so there is a problem, as we see.
Okay, the idea is that the clients save their time just because they do not this work themselves. Of course, they when they presented their tasks to our service, they can describe what exactly we want, what restaurant they prefer, and etc., etc. And we, of course, provide the communication between people, our assistants who helped our clients and our clients.
Okay, my friends.
So if there is some problems, for example, with not problems, if there is some additional points in task, clients can connect with their assistants, and they can communicate and solve the problem.
Thank you. We have a lot of questions because you have a very interesting idea, and to be honest, I could hardly understand what should I ask else, because but I'm still didn't get the whole idea, and I still I'm not sure that this product will be successful in the long term, because all the traditional parameters such as increasing customers' loyalty, collaboration with the customer in your channels, and creating some like physical evidence from the 7P model are hardly possible in your product. But in general, it sounds good, and yeah, it makes sense, because why not? This is the task of the people. There are a lot of such people, a lot of target audience, and Telegram is a very convenient channel for these purposes. So why not? I think that you will face a lot of problem further, but it is a very interesting way. And of course, thank you for this idea, because it's, as I told before, it's unexpected, but very interesting. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, now we're going to start the last presentation by the team. Team Goose Juice, and your opponents Helper Squad and Stylist Touch. Goose Juice, you're welcome.
Hello, everyone. Having covered the value proposition section of the business canvas model in the last week, this time we'll cover the section which identify key people and areas. In order to identify our key partners, we asked ourselves the following questions in relation to our business. Who are our partners? Who are our suppliers? And which resources we are getting from our partners? And which activity do we have to perform? In our today's presentation, we will try to answer them.
Key partners. Most of today's business model now require brands to evolve and operate with the frequency of contribution in order to take full advantage of a startup. Our company can and should manage retailers such as Lenta, Peterочка, and Magnit, which have many stores in the cities where we will promote our application. By placing ads in these stores, a large number of the target audience will be able to learn about our application. In our view, advertising will be placed in the form of posters and in the departments of goods that are most purchased. For example, in the department of vegetables, cereals, and dairy products. We also offer to promote our application through collaboration with well-known brands of goods and products. For instance, inside a pack of chips, a promotional code for a discount on the purchase of subscription in our application will attract young people and expand the audience. We, in turn, will show the products of our partners on the search page in the first place, terribly drawing the attention of our customers to these products and stores, whose this collaboration will be beneficial for us and our partners. Next slide.
Due to the fact that our product is information about prices in different stores for similar goods, the process of production is rather specific. So main actions of Goose Choose will be related to the platform. In order to fulfill our value proposition and reach customers, we need at the initial stages to do research to create a convenient app for the customer segment, which is old people and families, to explore the cost of creating an app and the conditions for bringing it to the app stores such as Google Play and Apple Store. We need also to find partner stores to cooperate with the store chains management to constantly receive information about the prices process, bring it a form convenient for comparison, and deliver to buyers through the app. Also, the key activities that will allow us to sustain customer relationships and ultimately create long-term revenue streams are the constant development and maintenance of the platform, updating information about products and stores, connecting new store partners, and improving user experience. Of course, our company's actions should be focused not only on ordinary customers, but also on sellers, since the main revenue of our startup will depend on the terms of cooperation with them. Obviously, sellers are interested in people buying from them, so we have to develop special conditions for advertising in our app, as well as for advertising certain categories of goods. Next slide, please.
Key resources. The key resource in this type of business is the platform itself. The platform will either take large fields of communicate in real time with each of the product providers. It must also provide an uncomplex user experience and journey to the customer. Financial resources. Our price comparison site earns revenue through affiliate commission, which means that every time a user is sent to a merchant site and she makes a purchase, the price comparison site makes money. However, while this is the mainstream for revenue generation based on traffic, various other options can be monetized, including lead generation, display advertising, or in the case of price comparison sites, catered to local store price by building an input backend that can allow local stores to manage prices on a regular basis. Intellectual resources. Our company has key resources in our well-developed intelligence about our target customer segment. Human resources. Our employees are one of the best IT and design specialists who make our app modern and convenient.
That's all for now. We are ready for your questions.
Thank you, my friends. Do you have the right schedule of your questions? No, you don't have. So the first one will be helper squad, and the status touch will be the second.
Okay, so you mentioned that that you were going to maintain good relationships with your clients, and in the long term run. And so, what exactly does it mean?
Okay, thank you for your question. Give us a minute.
Котик. Это вопрос на двух? Ага, вижу. Да, я. Хорошо.
So mainly we are going to provide some personalized offers for our clients, as well as many loyalty problems and even some small gifts for loyal customers, and maybe even some merch. So, for example, if you're using our app for 3 years, you can get a cup, something like that. And of course, in some cases, there will be also some cashback services as well. Well, those are the first measures that we're going to use. Something like that.
Okay, thank you. Also, you mentioned when you say about your partners, you mentioned the possibility of a promotional code. Can you please explain how does it work?
Yes, okay. Give us 30 seconds, please. Вот, кстати, здесь чуть-чуть более зыбко, да, то есть, ну вот, exchange advertising, some other, ну вот, long-term discount, да, то есть, ну вот, я расскажу, если вдруг что-то спросят, ты, наверное, дополнишь, да?
Да, сейчас, секунду, я вникну, что за вопрос. Так,
Ну, вот это вот
промоушен.
код,
Я
да.
вижу 5. знаю, что за...
Ну,
Угу, окей.
тогда я начну как минимум.
Давай, я попробую помочь.
Okay, so promotional code, it's the system. For example, you as a partner company can get some long-term discount on advertising in exchange for a small financial partnership. So if you believe in our in our company, it will be beneficial for you in the long run. And some other variants are included as well. So as it was mentioned before, like exchange advertising and for example, being shown on top of the search list on our website for some yeah donation or maybe advertising as well. So there are many options.
Okay, thank you. And the last question, you talk about, as I understand, the possibility of putting companies that pay extras on the top of the search. And the question is, doesn't it contradict the efficiency of your services? Maybe it's harm the clients who are willing to see the most appropriate good, not the one which is advertised, no, just paying the place.
Okay, it's a good question. Give us a minute, please.
Блин, когда он сказал Путин, я подумала, какая путинская мне помешает нам.
Ох.
Что не так?
Так.
Это какой вопрос?
Это 6-й, но его тут можно указать, да, что это типа обычная практика. И там есть проплаченные рекламы, но вот эффективность впереди, да, то есть условно и Яндекс тоже тебе не может выдать какую-нибудь фигню только потому, что она проплачена. Она должна там соответствовать, ну, хоть как-то запросу.
Ну да,
Вот.
и плюс мы же не заменяем ей всю информацию, а все равно предоставляем и другие варианты.
Да, безусловно.
Просто
Ну да. В общем, я тогда отвечу, а ты подстрахуй. Мгм.
давай.
Okay. So, first of all, it's a usual practice for many search engines like Google and Yandex. So, there are many paid advertisement there, but at the same time, let's say that efficiency comes first. So Yandex or Google can't show you some links just before those links are paid for, but they can show them above other links if those links are connected with your search. So it's the plot of the story in the case of our startup as well. So it won't harm clients, but it will make the startup more profitable and, of course, in this case, more pleasant for investors.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And the last team, Status Touch.
Thank you for your presentation. And our first question,
Don't you think that your main key activity should be trying to hold customers? So your clients may just get an information in your app and after that stop use it.
Yeah, it should it can seem as a problem. Yeah, I'll explain. Give me 30 seconds, please. Думаю. А если серьезно, да, то есть информация обновляется, и есть специальные предложения. Вот. Еще можно, кстати, loyalty programs указать.
Ну да, и как бы у людей же постоянно разные запросы. Сегодня мне нужно это, а завтра это, и как бы человек все равно вернется, если сервис удобный.
О, слушай, а может быть ты на это ответишь для разнообразия?
Так,
Ну,
давай, хорошо.
я подстрахую. Да, давай. Тебя не слышно.
Well, as for the answer to this question, we don't think that our client once uses our application in order to get information and then stop using it, because there are some reasons for that. And first of all, people are always in need of something new. For example, today a person need to buy dairy products, and the other day he or she has to buy, for example, building materials, and he or she will return to our application in order to see the most beneficial offer. The second reason is the renewable information. We will cooperate with retailers, and they will provide us with their electronic catalogs of their products, so we will always have the most relevant information about prices in different stores. And the third reason is that we will offer special and personalized offers which will stimulate the user to come back to our application and use it again and again.
Oh, thank you. I agree with you. And my last question, or my second question, is about intellectual resources. And can you name information as one of your main resource?
It's an interesting question, but basically it's more like a raw material. And I'll name the analysis of this information as our key resource. So the data about prices, the data about I don't know, about the availability of goods and the location of goods is not helpful if you don't know how to use it. So that is why the analysis of those big streams of big data, sorry, is essential, and it's the main key resource.
Okay, thank you. And my last question about key partners. Are you going to exclude every small shop from your net? Or maybe isn't it making your service useless in small towns or villages?
Yeah, it's a great question, give us a minute, please, because it's indeed a problem for our concept. Да, самые трудные вопросы надо включать в конец. Вот, ну да, то есть можно collect data on food, безусловно, нужен индивидуальный подход. Ну и да, единственное, что правда, было бы очень неплохо, чтобы был интернет. То есть если в глухом лесу нет интернета, то как бы, извините,
Оля,
сетевым...
я думаю, знаешь, что еще?
Ну,
В дополнение к интернету, если в глухом лесу нет интернета, скорее всего, там один магазин какой-нибудь, который привозит очень ограниченное количество товаров, поэтому это вообще нерелевантно. Как бы, что нужно сказать, что наша целевая аудитория — это все-таки жители крупных городов.
а вот давай
И
я...
как бы,
Мгм. Давай я...
давай.
Давай
Я дополню.
Да, я скажу вот про свои первые 3 пункта, а ты дополнишь. Мгм.
Окей, давай.
Okay. So, in case of small towns and villages, it's a real challenge uh, to to get the information. So in this case, we'll have to collect data on food. So just visit some stores and get their price lists. And of course, it's a challenge in the other aspect as well, because you need to develop an individual approach in each case. In case of each small store, and of course, well, I think that there is one demand that needs to be satisfied in order to use our services. It's the internet. So if in a small town somewhere in the middle of nowhere there is no internet, I guess there is no need for our services, and there is no opportunity to use it. But I'm sure that my colleague will take it from here.
Well, I absolutely agree with Kola, and I want to add that if we are talking about small shops in a small towns and villages, we need to consider that if we have a little number of stores or just one store in a village, we don't our clients we don't have our clients there, because there are no variety of goods there, and the comparison is useless, because then there is nothing to compare. So we are thinking most about our target audience, and our target audience is the citizens of rather large cities with where there are a lot of different shops, and people really need our application in order to save their money and effort. We don't have to cover all their population of the country. We try to focus on the particular part of the audience.
Okay, thank you for answers.
Yes, why not? Because too wide audience is a bad target audience. Thank you for today's presentation. Your final score today is here. Give me a second. So when in this bad circumstances and not as good news as we expected maybe just yesterday. So take care. See you again next week. I hope that everything will be better than today. Thank you for this presentation. I'm always keep in touch by mail. Please let me know if you need something. If not, see you again next week. Thank you.
Excuse me. And as for the next topic?
The next topic will be the next part of the Canvas model. I will send it to you no later than next Monday, as on this week.
Yeah. Okay. And if it is possible, we'll kindly ask you to send it a little bit earlier because to do a presentation in 1.5 days, yeah, it's pretty challenging.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I'll send to you till the. I will try to do it tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.